So today we're going to be beginning with chapter 1, what is science? So we're going to be thinking about what exactly it is. In this chapter, there's going to be 3 lessons. The skills of science is what we are going to be learning today. Focus 2 is scientific thinking. We'll be doing that tomorrow. And then focus 3, answering scientific questions, is what we'll be learning next Monday. The skills of science. So this lesson is going to introduce you to many different skills that scientists will be using. We have observing, inferring, predicting, classifying, evaluating, making models, and conducting scientific investigations. So throughout this video, we're going to be kind of just diving deeper into what these skills actually mean. And you'll become a genius when you do learn all of them. So skill 1 is observing. Observing is using one or more of your senses to gather information. So here you'd be observing with your eyes. There are 2 different types. We have quantitative observations, which are observations that deal with numbers or amounts. So if we looked at this photo of myself, I would say I have 2 eyes. That would be an observation dealing with numbers or amounts. If I wanted to make it a qualitative observation, which are observations that deal with descriptions that cannot be expressed by numbers, I would say my eyes are brown. So the adjective brown, you can't really describe that with a number. So 2 eyes would be a quantitative. Brown eyes would be a qualitative observation. Skill number 2 is inferring. Inferring is explaining or interpreting the things that you are observing. So what is the difference between inferring and an observation? Well, an observation would be just the street is wet. You looked outside and you saw that the street was wet. An inference would be, well, it might have rained last night because the street is wet. So you're using what you observed and making an inference on what you believe happened because of that observation. Skill 3 is predicting. Predicting is explaining or interpreting the things you are observing. So you will make an observation and you will use observation and inferring skills to make these predictions. Skill 4 is classifying, grouping together items that are alike in some way. So animals are classified using the Linus system of classification. It starts with a species, genus, family, order, class, phylum, kingdom. So those are just the many ways that you could classify your pets, such as your dogs and your cats. Skill 5, evaluating, comparing observations or data to research a conclusion about them. So conclusions cannot be made without evaluating the observations and data. So in order to have your mission accomplished, you'll have to use those observations and data to make your conclusion. Skill 6, making models. Creating representations of complex objects or processes. So if you want to do an investigation of volcanoes, it would help to make a model of a volcano to collect the data. I think it'd be kind of a little dangerous to have a volcano in our classroom. Skill 7, scientific investigations, the way in which scientists investigate the world. So as scientists, we are going to be using these scientific investigations to investigate many different labs this year. So just to start on tomorrow's focus, tomorrow we will be diving into focus 2, which is scientific thinking. And those characteristics include curiosity, open-mindedness, creativity, aware of bias, honesty, and ethics. So start thinking about those and definitely get a start on our vocab definitions worksheet because we are going to be diving deeper into those 7 skills we just learned.